In the narrow lanes of a small town called Bahadurganj, every morning echoed with the sound of construction tools and the rhythmic clatter of laborers getting ready for another long day. Among them were Iqbal, a daily wage laborer, and his 17-year-old son, Salman. Their life was simple: working on construction sites in the morning, attending a government school in the afternoon, and lying on their rooftop at night, staring at the stars in silence. But Salman dreamed bigger than his surroundings. He wanted to become a CSS officer, one of the top civil servants in the country. But how could the son of a laborer, who couldn't even afford proper books, dare to aim so high? One day in school, a visiting professor spoke about a new initiative. A free CSS coaching program had opened in the city for bright but underprivileged students. Anyone who cleared the entrance exam could join. Salman's eyes lit up. He knew this could change his life. He rushed home and said, "Dad, I want to take the entrance test for this coaching." His father, weary from the day's labor, looked at him and replied, "Son, we barely get by. If you stop helping me at work, who's going to take care of things? This isn't something we can afford right now." Salman quietly nodded, but his dream didn't fade. For days he spoke little, wrestling with his own thoughts. Do kids like me even deserve to dream this big? He often thought that dreams were for the wealthy, not for those who fall asleep hungry. One night during a power cut, Salman lay on the rooftop, gazing at the endless stars above. A cool breeze brushed against his face and he whispered, "If the moon shines for everyone, why shouldn't dreams be for everyone too?" The next day, a new teacher, Miss Aisha, joined their school. She glanced at Salman's notebook and said, "Your concepts are sharp. Have you applied for the CSS coaching?" He hesitated. "Our situation at home doesn't allow it, Mom." She smiled gently. "Then I'll guide you myself. Meet me at the library every evening." And that's when the real journey began. Wooden benches, sweaty clothes after a full day of labor, and countless sleepless nights. Salman endured it all. He carried bricks in the daytime and studied current affairs by night. It was never easy. The books were confusing, and his body was exhausted. But he reminded himself daily, "If I quit now, I may never get another chance." 3 months later, the entrance exam results were declared. Salman had qualified. That evening, for the first time, his father's eyes filled with tears, proud tears. But the road ahead was still tough. In the coaching center, other students had tablets, laptops, and expensive bags. Salman had an old tattered notebook and a simple phone that couldn't even download lectures. When online classes were announced, he simply held up his father's button phone, and some laughed. He felt small. But Miss Aisha always reminded him, "Your path is different. That's why your success will be unforgettable." He would dream about history and laws, even in his sleep, and before sunrise, he'd be back on site, mixing cement. Eventually, the big day came, the CSS examination. Salman sat down with trembling hands and whispered to himself, "I am not less than anyone." Whenever he got stuck, he heard Miss Aisha's voice in his head. "Don't fight with fear, fight with focus." He gave it his all. Then came the results. The entire neighborhood held its breath. And finally, a message popped up on his phone. "Congratulations! You have secured All Pakistan rank number 56. His father embraced him with pride. "You've made us proud, my son." Salman was posted to Islamabad as an assistant commissioner. For the first time, he flew on a plane and walked into an office with his name on the door. But he didn't stop there. He returned to Bahadurganj and opened a free evening academy, especially for children of laborers, cleaners, and drivers. He became Sir Salman, but never let go of his roots. Even now, when a nervous boy enters his academy with tired eyes and dusty clothes, Salman gently places a hand on his shoulder and says, "I'm the son of a laborer. If I could do it, you can too. Just don't give up." The whole town proudly says, "That's our boy, the one who made Bahadurganj shine." His story spread across the internet. The boy who never gave up. Moral: no matter how difficult life gets, if your dream is real and your determination unshakable, Even a laborer's child can become a top officer. Just never give up.